These jokers and tags are banned from Balatro multiplayer as the gameplay changes make them irrelevant. In addition, these vouchers are also banned. Justice has also been banned from Balatro multiplayer, but glass cards can still be found in packs and the spectral cards that provide them familiar, grim, and incantation, although the glass has been reworked to give 1.5 instead of X2 molt. 9 jokers have been added to Balatro multiplayer, but all of them were deceived, for another joker was made. No, just kidding. Skip off, which you can use by going to your collection during matches to see if you have more skips or less skips than your opponent. So let's go gambling. This operates off 2 separate queues, one for just every hand you will play through the game with it, and that's for that first chance to give yourself X4 molt and $10, and the second is PvP rounds only to give your nemesis $10. Penny Pincher cannot be seen during Ante 1, but after the Ante 1 can be picked up to give you $1 for every $3 your nemesis has spent. 2 decks have been added to pick command phase of Balatro multiplayer, Orange and Violet. Orange deck starts the game with 2 Hangmans and a Giga Standard pack where you must take 4 cards to add to your deck. Violet deck has 2 vouchers in the shop for each ante, with the vouchers being 50% off in the first ante and full price in every ante past the first. Speaking of vouchers, in multiplayer, vouchers for the shop are determined by a game-long queue from 1 to 16. This is because the game will attempt to put a voucher in the shop. If the tier 1 has already been purchased, like blank voucher, it will instead put the tier 2 in the shop instead. If you have already purchased both tiers of the voucher, the shop will instead go with the next tier 1 in the queue and repeat the process. Voucher tags also take from the game-long queue. 2 things of high importance that do not operate from the same queue as the shop are rare tags and the Wraith. Both take from a separate rare joker queue, meaning there's a high chance that a joker found on Wraith or rare tag will not be seen in the shop. Judgment takes from the same joker queue as the shop, but will remove any stickers on Black Stake and higher. The exception here is for Orange and Gold Stake, where Judgment has its own separate queue, different from the shop. This once again means if you use more Judgments than your opponent, you will see jokers they do not see. Riff Raff and Top Up Tag take from their own queues, so they can also lead to jokers your opponent may never see. A few jokers have been changed from the base game to better balance the multiplayer experience. Hanging Chad now triggers the first 2 cards played 1 additional time each. Invisible Joker has a better balance to be more fair between the 2 players with what is selected when you sell it. Bloodstone triggers operates off of 2 separate queues. One is game long for every non-PvP blind, and a second queue for the PvP rounds. The PvP queue will have the same amount of triggers on each hand. So if the trigger is hit, miss, and you play a Heart Flush twice, the triggers will be the same on each hand. This ensures that both players have a fair PvP experience with Bloodstone regardless of when their hand is played during the round. The idol has been reworked to order your cards from most copies of to the least, and then rolls a number to determine which card is selected. This change rewards better deck fixing. For a more detailed description, either read the document or watch Phantom's video on the idol changes for multiplayer, linked in the description. I can't explain it better than that. Joining the galaxy, asteroids have been added as a planet and will de-level your opponent's highest planet level at the start of the next PvP round. If planet levels are tied, it will target the highest scoring hand first and work its way down. Finally, packs are part of a game-long queue every time you see a pack, so if you skip a shop and your opponent does not, you will be behind 2 packs in the shop. All Joker packs take from the game-long Joker queue. These are the important details I've highlighted for Balatro multiplayer, but again, the more in-depth information all comes from SurCats document linked in the description. I hope this helps you make informed decisions in your matches.